Today we're speedrunning through Player Undertale. So I'm going to choose my character, I'll be named B, and then my friend Bryan also gets a person.
And I'm choosing E.
So we'll start the speedrun as soon as we confirm Bryan's name, and then as soon as we spawn in, you'll see that there are actually 2 people instead of just 1. And straight away, we're going over to our boy Flowey, and it's time to fight him. But, you know, it's not really a fight. It's more Flowey just tries to kill us.
And he likes to just attack us, but as we know, he can't even, he's the bum.
Yeah, he is kind of a bum. He left us with 1 HP, which is kind of pathetic. Also, right now, we are sharing the same HP, but that's just for the first, you know, Flowey quote-unquote fight. Once we actually get onto other fights, we're not going to share it anymore. It gets really cool. This mod in general is really cool. And hey, look, it's Goat Mom. Bryan loves Goat Mom. He would never kill her, right, Bryan?
This is so uncalled for. You know I don't like Goat Mom.
All right, yeah, he doesn't like Goat Mom. On our first playthrough ever, he decided to kill her and then reset the game, and then she knew that we killed her, and I just don't want to talk about it. Anyway, hey, look, puzzles. Yeah, for most of this stuff, I am going to end up doing it because I'm the person who actually has Undertale speedrun experience, but you'll also see that Bryan will line himself up in specific places so that he can enter doors sooner and stuff like that. But we'll be making our way to Goat Mom. You'll see that she grabs my hand instead of Bryan's.
Yes, as we know, she hates me, I hear her. There's a lot of animosity going on here. It's very tense between the 2 of us, and then Ben's just chilling.
Yeah, you know, I love Goat Mom. She's great. Also, it's now time for the greatest part of this mod. It's where we get to race. So it's me versus Bryan. We have to spam our arrow keys, and Bryan, every single time, he gets a big burst of speed right at the beginning.
I've only lost once in our trials.
He just gets better every... I think the game's cheating for him because they know he couldn't win. Because look, if it was a little bit shorter, I would have probably won that. But of course, he is able to take the win. It's so sad. But anyways, now Goat Mom is going to be gone, and we can actually play the game. You'll see that Bryan's not going to move in certain places, and that's because the way that Player Undertale works is we're less likely to get an encounter if only one person is going to move. So in a lot of places, we want one person to move, the other person to stay, just like right here. I'll see you later, Bryan. It was good knowing you. And also in places like this, I'm just gonna do the puzzle because Bryan might fall down. Not that I don't trust you, Bryan. You know, you're great at this game. But hey, also look, a talking rock. So something cool right here is one person can stay, the other person can go. Of course, we get an encounter, so goodbye to them. But then the rock isn't gonna do his thing where he goes back and just kind of trolls us. You know what we're talking about if you ever played this game. But now it's time to flirt with a ghost. But we don't flirt with them right away. First, we're gonna cheer.
This is really tough. I do not like this ghost a lot because there's a lot of different things you have to do and remember.
As I've speedrun this game a lot of the things in the game just come naturally to me, like how you menu, stuff like that. Sometimes Bryan might menu in the wrong place.
Sometimes, yes.
We need you to flirt. We need you to flirt, Bryan. You got... Beautiful. And then they ghost us, literally. It's so sad.
Oh, I'm used to it.
We're now in another place where Bryan's just gonna hang back. I'm gonna keep going. And yeah, Bryan, you having fun over here?
Oh, it's a very important mission. People don't understand how hard it is to do what I'm doing.
Yeah, Bryan is literally the rock to everything. And he's also not going to move for any of these rooms because there are a lot of encounters that can actually happen. But it's so nice. We get to skip all the encounters just because we're playing 2-player.
Yes, as you can see, I'm just staring blankly ahead as he's going through each puzzle. Just wishing I could participate.
Look, you'll get your chance eventually. Maybe if you actually loved Goat Mom like you're supposed to.
Stop bringing her up. I don't like her and I don't like talking. Oh my god.
She heard you. Oh, I'm scared. She is angry at you, Bryan.
You see those eyes. She's got fear in them.
But, you know, it's just kind of the normal stuff. Goat Mom is going to show us our new home, pat us both on the head. You know, she's actually kind of likes you, I guess. And we are also going to go into the bed where I'm going to take the pie while Bryan goes straight down. Okay, not down and to the left, Bryan, just straight down. And then after this, he's going to wait at the door. I'm going to listen to the story about snails because here's a really crucial time save. Are you going to be able to get it, Bryan? Oh, beautiful. Let's go.
One arrow click.
Look at all these time saves we're making, and we can both frisk dance together, so it's awesome. It's great because you can actually match up your rhythm to do that. And then it's the most beautiful frisk dance of our lives. We're just dancing. Meanwhile, Goat Mom is like, hey, stop coming near me. Stay back in the house. We just don't care. But now it's time for another interesting spot because, of course, we have more HP than you normally would. To go as fast as possible, you want to get hit by these hands that show up every once in a while. Because if you hit them, it's going to end the attack right away instead of having to wait for it. So we want me to hit the hands sometimes, and we want Bryan to hit them sometimes. Which, Bryan, you're actually doing a pretty good job of dodging all this stuff.
It's very sometimes I forget I need to hit the hands, and so it's very stressful.
Yeah, Bryan! Okay, well, there goes the hand strategy. But we can go for the strategy of hitting Bryan, because Goat Mom does not care about him. She only cares about me. It's actually really funny.
I mean, look at this. She literally just sparing him with everything she has. It's just like, okay, I don't really care about you.
Yeah, there might be reasons why Bryan doesn't like Goat Mom.
I have many reasons.
Look, she's just looking deep into your eyes with those red eyes.
She's just yelling at us, and we just gotta keep on ignoring her. She's like, pathetic, is it not?
Oh, it is also really cool. You will notice they actually did change all the dialogue. So instead of saying, you know, oh, it's not right for you to grow up here, it's like, you guys, my children, you know, they put a lot of work into this mod. So definitely go check out this mod if you are interested. It's called Undertale Together. And shout out to Deppa, the creator of it. Really made an amazing mod.
Absolutely. Did you see Goemon give me a side hook there? Couldn't even give me a full one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot right there. Bryan gets the side hug. Goemon full hugs me. She really is upset at you.
Only upset for things I did in a past life. Not really fair if you ask me.
Yeah, and if you actually want to learn about that past life, you should check out the second channel where me and Bryan play a lot of different games. It's called EazySpeezy. Instead of doing speedruns, it's more casual stuff. And we actually played through this entire game, Bryan's first playthrough over there. So definitely go check it out. We also do a lot of other stuff. So yeah, shameless plug.
And now we're out.
Yeah, we get the nice Undertale Together screen. We kind of just sit here. Shout out to Deppa again. Amazing mod. But now it is time for us to go and walk. And also Bryan to look at that bush awkwardly for a second.
It's very hard to remember to start going sideways, but I get it right.
Yeah, so we both want to be at this specific tile and kind of just walk. It is interesting here, though, because it actually lags me a bit behind. So Bryan's going to win this race. It's really sad.
Per usual, you know, there's a race to win.
All right, you didn't really have to say that. You didn't have to bring up my past mistakes. You know, though, guess who Sans gives the handshake to? Let me tell you, he's not giving you a handshake. All I'm gonna say is I got to touch Sans.
All right, we get it. The monsters like you, they don't like me. We get it. I'm tired of talking about the monsters. I don't care about Sans. I don't care about Goat Mom. They're so mean to me.
Well, how about we talk about these two very conveniently shaped lambs right next to each other? I love this mod so it's just so beautiful. But yeah, now Bryan has to remember to go forward because he's going to be closer. Oh, there you go, Bryan. You got it. Easiest play.
Hard to remember.
Bryan! Then he forgot.
I was like saying it's not hard to remember.
All right, this time we're going to get the tough glove because we want to get the stick that we normally have in our hands for a little bit later. You'll see it later. But also, here's another great part. Normally, they would be like, hey, is that a human? No, it's a rock. But this time they say, hey, is that humans? No, it's two rocks. I love this. It's just so good.
It's the little things. It really is. Like all the little details have been like edited, which is great.
But yeah, right there, I'm actually going to get the stick. Bryan's going to stand back so we don't encounter another enemy. And we can go straight over to our boy, which is going to be the guy who smokes dog treats. And we can use the stick that is now in our inventory. He's going to be like, oh, a stick. You know, he's a dog. Makes sense. And then we can spare him right away. And Bryan finally gets to move again. We also both get to hang out with Sans for a second. Not really too much time. And we get this fun puzzle, which this is the hardest puzzle of Bryan's life.
I don't know, man.
See, Bryan has moved up a tiny bit more than me, so this is all on him. Even though Papyrus does throw the ball to me instead of Bryan. Here you go, Bryan. Can you do it? Oh my, he got the puzzle. Let's go. Oh, we love to see it.
It's so stressful.
And will Bryan also remember the path we have to take? Kind of.
No.
Kind of. It was close enough. But yeah, if you've seen Undertale, you already know what's going on for this beginning of the game. Don't worry, the speedrun is going to get really cool as we go on later. But for now, we kind of just hang out. But here's a cool part that you can only do with two people. So I'm going to go right over here, hit that switch. And then we're also going to get this encounter, you know, just flee from this guy. And this is all on Bryan now. Bryan has to go find this place. I'm going to way back. And then I don't have to walk all the way over there. So it's another like 3-second time save. Aren't you so proud of us?
You better be. It took a lot of work to make this happen.
Also, shout out to the two dogs who were literally just going to stick again. Bryan, can you dodge this? Come on. Right under. Wait, you dodged it and I didn't.
No, I had to take the hit just for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You got to make me look good, you know? And now we have these puzzles, so we actually both have to hit the puzzles in each one of them. So we can't let one person hit one of them, one person hit the other. Kind of a little annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, and then this great puzzle where we literally just go and press that button on the tree instead of doing the puzzle normally. Gotta love this game, and now it just helps you out. We also gotta love how good Papyrus is at making puzzles.
I'd say he's a puzzle master, in all honesty.
Oh, speaking of puzzle master, it's time for this part, which actually the faster way of doing this puzzle, which I guess isn't really a puzzle, is saying no to his explanations. He's gonna try and say it one more time, but again, we're gonna say we understand it even less, and he'll just leave the directions on the floor instead of making us wait through the long cutscene.
He just gave up. He's just like, all right, I can't deal with you guys.
Look, being a puzzle guy, it's hard work. And speaking of puzzle guy, come on, we got this, Bryan. All right, first try. We have to both hit all of these things. Bryan messes up on this every once in a while.
No, I don't. No, I've never once messed up on this. I just need to get the last one.
Let's go! Okay, that was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Now I can just go slide away. See you later, Bryan. Then it also puts the camera back on him, but thankfully I can just keep going and make it to the end. Which now, it's time for another amazing fight.
Dog.
Yeah, but not just a dog. A buff dog. Look at him. But we can just give him a stick, run into his attack, and spare him. And yeah, I also don't know how he fit in that armor. But he also gives me a link. He didn't even give you a link. How sad is that?
All right, we get it. We get it. They don't like me.
Wait, first dance with me. Let's go. Look how beautiful we look. And now, of course, it's time for this puzzle, which isn't actually a puzzle.
I do not see that as a puzzle. It literally just looks like death.
I mean, some might say that death is the greatest puzzle.
Wow. Just got philosophical.
I know, that was poetic, wasn't it? But it's finally time for the Papyrus fight, which also, if you know anything about speedrunning this game, it's not actually a fight. Instead, we just have to lose 4 different times, and eventually Papyrus just tells us we can be his friends.
Yeah, and there's too much to remember for this one.
See, so the thing about this fight is we gotta go first of all, and we're going straight to Axe so we can check him, and then we both gotta get hit by bones. Now, how combat works in 2-player is both people have to die at the same time, otherwise one of the people might regenerate their health. So we're actually planning this out pretty well, so we're both gonna die, we will wait on this one, and then we're gonna check him one more time so we can both get hit by a bone, get trapped, and get sent to his garage.
That's just the beginning. That's probably one of the easier ones.
Yep, then we gotta do it over and over again. I guess he also expects us to come back here because he's just waiting here.
He's like, how'd you guys break feet? Oh yeah, I never locked you in.
All right, this time it's going to automatically turn us to the blue attack, so we can just go through, and we want to switch off on who gets the first attack. So for this one, Bryan wants to hold right away, then I take the second one, Bryan takes the third bone.
Hardest thing for me to remember.
Yeah, this is the hard one, all right? So I'm gonna wait back here, and Bryan has to make sure, there we go. All right, Bryan stood his ground, and we were able to do it fast. I know that's kind of a weird thing to celebrate, but trust me, we have failed way too many times on that.
We needed that. You don't understand.
All right, so now it's time for the final hit. We'll both get hit by it one more time. Yeah, basically we just do the same thing over and over again. But after losing 3 times, Papyrus is just gonna let us go free.
Just gives up.
I mean, I wouldn't really say he gives up. I think it's more he realizes how much more powerful he is than us. So he's just like, yeah, this is just too pathetic. It's like fighting a baby.
Yeah, but you're still giving up the fight against the baby.
So you're saying that you would continue fighting the baby, Bryan?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't, because I'd give up fighting the baby, so I would no longer fight the baby. That's giving up.
I just don't really know if that's giving up. I feel like giving up is accepting that you lost.
No, you can give up while you're ahead. It's like it's essentially eternal, because we're never gonna die, but we're never gonna beat him. So, like, if a baby kept on, like, kind of punching you, like, you're not gonna, you just have to give up.
All right, but now we're in a new section. The game is about to get interesting, but first, we just kind of have to walk through this area. Just 2 dudes chilling out. All right, but right here, there is normally a trick that you can do to make it so you can skip Undyne's cutscene here, but unfortunately, on 2-player, it doesn't work. It's kind of hard to explain why here, but I'll explain it later as we get to some more tricks that don't work for this. But don't worry, there are plenty of tricks that do still work, and it's gonna make the speedrun awesome. We just gotta wait till we get the punch card. She also gave up right there. Maybe you're right, she did give up.
Exactly. It's all about giving up.
Oh, here's another cool part. Bryan's gonna go take the flowers. I'm just gonna wait here, and for some reason it works out. It just automatically gives the flowers to me.
Yes, and this next part's even harder than that one, though, so.
Yeah, no, we have to line up very specifically. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that was beautiful. We did that perfectly.
You guys don't understand like how bad that can mess up if we don't get the timing right.
Yeah, there's some weird glitches that happen with it sometimes, but thankfully you won't have to see those right here. Anyways, now it's time to go on this little platform. We have to both make our way over here, and yeah, we just have a fun time as we're the same person now. We've molded together. But now Undyne's gonna try to attack us. Now for this part, Bryan's gonna want to stay away because it's gonna become a lot harder to dodge these things. And you know, I guess to be fair, a lot of the monsters do like me better, but then some monsters like Undyne specifically try to kill me and only me. Like, she's not even going for you. She's leaving you alone. Meanwhile, she's trying to impale me with spears.
Okay, it's not so much she likes me and doesn't like you, so much as she doesn't like you and ignores my existence.
All right, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, it's just another one of these scenarios where Undyne's gonna come up. She tries to grab us, even though she only used one hand, so I don't know how she thought that would hit both of us. And she grabs Monster Kid's eyeball.
That's gotta hurt. And with the metal gauntlet too.
All right, but now we make it past another one of these cheese sections before now it's finally time to get the punch card. Now, the thing about this game is once you get to this part, if you buy an ice cream, then a special promotion this guy is gonna do is also give you a punch card. So we can go in the chest, take the punch card. Bryan can exit right there, and I'm going to use the box to have the punch card right away, as well as take my other items just in case. Now, the punch card is one of the coolest objects in the game, pretty much because it completely breaks the game. You'll see that in just a little bit. We can't really do too much just yet. We have to talk to our boy Papyrus, and also Bryan is going to wait at the beginning of the room right here, because it's another one of these sections where monsters will show up if we don't. And then it's time for Onion-san, which this also explains why some of the glitches don't work. Even if I tried to use the punch card here, you'll see that Bryan's character automatically went backwards there because it had to position himself, and that makes it so the punch card just kind of doesn't work for sections like this, or at least I'm pretty sure it doesn't. You know, I'm not the greatest speedrunner ever, so I can't say for 100% certainty, but I did try it out in a couple of places like this, and unfortunately, it's just not really possible with two-player.
What? You're not the greatest speedrunner. What are you talking about, dude?
All right, you're right. You're right. I gotta have more confidence. You're right.
Yeah, hype yourself up a little bit. Give yourself some credit.
But you know what I am pretty great at? Skipping the kid. Here we go. It's time to skip the kid, Bryan. So Bryan's gonna wait back here. I'm gonna go for a very specific trigger and use the punch card so we can just skip Monster Kid's dialogue. They're talking, I just don't really care. But yeah, that is one of the things that you could do with the punch card. I can also do it right here. I'm gonna use it right there. We skip their dialogue again. I actually feel pretty bad for them. And then all that stuff happens. Before now, we go into this section where you can actually hold up and down to go a bit faster. If you didn't know, you just double speed it. And now it's time to say bye to Monster Kid, which is pretty sad.
That's sad. I don't really have that much of attachment.
Yeah, I guess even when we don't skip their dialogue, we just don't read it because we're spamming through it. But yeah, that's one of the very small uses of the punch card. But later in this game, we're going to be able to skip entire bosses with it. Also, Bryan, you forgot to keep walking with me.
Okay, well.
But yeah, just wait. We're going to be able to skip entire bosses. It gets insane with this card. But now it's another one of these sections where I'm going to want to move. Bryan's going to want to stay, even though I just messed it up there. But we're not going to talk about that. Now, one thing you can do is you can actually guide where the arrows or... No, those are spears. They kind of look like arrows, all right? Don't judge me. But you can influence where the spears are going to go by the direction you're walking. So we want to use this to make sure that I don't get hit by too many of them. Also, this is another great moment where Undyne just completely ignores Bryan. It's so sad.
She just cares about you. Everyone cares about you, whether it's good or bad.
But here's something that's kind of funny. So we're going to leave Bryan back there. So I will go all the way back as well to be right by him. And so Undyne just goes completely and walks past us. And she's going to get rid of the bridge because we're not supposed to be here. And somehow we still fall, but it's kind of hilarious.
We realize we need to fall for the plot, so, you know.
Yeah, a little bit of a time loss, but you got to do what you got to do.
Are you okay? No, we just fell down like a giant chasm. BD.
Shout out to BD, the boys. And by the way, if you think Bryan is one of the boys, obviously I said earlier, we got the second channel, EazySpeezy, but Bryan also has his own channel, Vengeance Bry. So check that out as well. subscribe if you like the content.
Yes, you guys don't understand how many times we've gone through this. It's to the point where I'm literally gonna be like 90 years old, and that's gonna be the only thing I remember in my life. You don't understand, kids! The punch card saves you half the game!
You don't have to fight the enemy, you still gotta fight the mad dummy.
Oh my gosh, I hate this dummy. Oh,
yeah, the mad dummy, Bryan doesn't really like them too much because Bryan dies to them a lot.
Yes, I die every time.
But anyways, we're gonna try to go for a 5 or a 6 cycle, which I kind of messed up right there. But basically, the only way to damage them is by using their own attacks against them. So I'm gonna move these attacks in specific places, and that was kind of awful. We're just not gonna talk about that. And actually, Bryan, they don't even go for you. What are you complaining about?
That makes it harder because I don't know where the things are going.
You can just look at where I am.
No, it's too hard. You're moving too fast.
You just gotta like hack into my mind, all right? Everything I do, you do as well.
Gosh, this is the pain. I don't think I've survived this a single time, and I don't think I'm gonna survive this one either. I'm just hoping you don't die too. See, look at that. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
Bryan, it's your fault for relying on people that are garbage.
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm relying on people that are garbage, and you said to rely on you.
Well, I also am garbage. You gotta realize that, Bryan. Come on.
You can't just agree with it.
But really quick thing, you did see that Bryan is slowly regaining health, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it will take him a little bit. He probably won't come back during this dummy fight, so that's kind of sad. Also, Bryan, I bet you $20 I'm gonna get hit by a knife in this fight.
You're definitely not gonna get hit by the knife.
All right, we'll make the deal. $20. Hey, look, a knife. Oh no, I didn't dodge it.
You didn't even try. You didn't even you didn't even tap your keyboard.
My reaction speed isn't the best.
How did we get this far? Oh, and he gets rained on.
No, that isn't rain.
Looks like rain to me.
Well, it's actually Naps to Blue Steers.
What?
Bryan, you've played this how many times and you just realized that?
No way!
Also, another time we're about to use the punch card. Bryan, I'm going to need you to stand completely still, and okay. I'm just going to slowly go up here. Use it multiple times because I don't know the exact place. Come. Oh,
you got it.
There we go. I got it. Let's go. I'm pretty sure that wasted more time than it saved. But, you know, I got to do it just to ignore the poor ghost.
You see, kid, there was some ghost in the sewers. And he hated himself.
You got to speak kindly about Naps to Blue, okay? The kids must know. The grandchildren must know the legendary tale of Naps to Blue.
Kids, listen. He hated himself, but he still did good. That's what you got to do even if you hate yourself. You gotta do good, kid!
Well, I mean, they also cried on us to damage us, so... Actually, that'd be a pretty cool superpower. You would just have acid tears.
Wouldn't that hurt you?
I mean... not if you're a ghost.
Oh, that's true. You're already done. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another part where, unfortunately, the glitch to skip this fight, or, like, some of this dialogue, or it just makes it a bit faster. Whatever. The thing that you can do during this part doesn't work again with 2-player. At least I'm, like, 30% sure. But yeah, our boy, the kid's just gonna jump right in front of us.
Casually saving us.
Bryan's gonna tell his grandkids that he hated this kid because he's just a mean guy. They're like, Grandpa, we can't see what you're talking about. You're talking to a wall right now.
Paper and pen, I'll show you, kids.
You draw the kid.
He's just drawing like, wow, that is an ugly kid.
Oh, but you know what we could do? We could skip the kid, except you actually can't. Another part where Bryan's gonna keep moving. Bryan, you're really losing me a lot of time in this speedrun.
Literally, there's nothing I can do.
And then we're also not gonna save their life because that seems like Undyne work. But by the way, it's finally time to show you just what the punch card can do. This is the part where the speedrun's gonna get insane. So to start out, we see the fish. She took her mask off. She's looking pretty good. And I'm gonna go back and actually save the game right here because this is a very specific moment. So first of all, I'm going to use the punch card to glitch through some of her text so she's not able to hit us the first time. I'm just gonna slowly go through. Come on, let me get it. Come on, fish.
Almost.
There we go. Okay. So I can go to the next room and now we have plenty of more time for me to just slowly inch my way up here. And it's kind of taking me a couple tries. But anyways, what I can do is use the punch card there. We messed it up once. All right, a nice thing is I have Bryan to help me if I do mess this up because it's kind of a very specific trick. But if I do it right, we teleport halfway through that room, so we're able to skip one of the Undyne fights. Which I'm really happy that even though it wasn't, you know, first try, at least I didn't completely fail and just make us do 3 fights with Undyne, because that would have been even worse. But yeah, at this point, we gotta fight the fish. And she's nice enough to separate the attacks between the two of us.
Makes it a little bit easier, even though it starts getting a little bit crazy.
Yeah, Bryan still isn't the greatest at this fight, and I also make it worse for him by making us challenge every time, because that's going to make our attacks go faster. And, you know, maybe not the best for someone who hasn't put in as many hours of Undertale as I have, but you gotta do it, you know?
Yes, you gotta sacrifice me. So noble.
All right, I'm not sacrificing you. I'm sacrificing your sanity, which is kind of the entire purpose of my channel, which also... No, flee here, Bryan! No, Bryan!
I just knew mercy. All I knew is mercy.
So you're supposed to flee there, but Bryan always makes that mistake. At least I can flee after that. You know, just a little bit of a time loss. It's fine.
It's like the only time I made that mistake. I think I made it one other time.
All right, let's just go ahead and let's just go challenge some more. Here's also where this fight is going to get difficult. So I just got to go through, hit all of these red things. I'm getting the hard parts. You got the blue ones? Come on, man.
Okay. Blue is way harder in this scenario.
I don't know. All I know is that you only have 5 HP and you should stay alive because I'll be sad if you die, Bryan. It hurt my feelings. Oh, Bryan!
Okay,
oh
well,
my
there
gosh.
you go. So I hope you're happy.
That was terrifying. Once you died, it all went to red. Anyways, shout out to Sans for saving us. And just like I said, we only had to fight her 2 times, when normally you would have to fight her 3 or 4. Oh yeah, also she's going to ask for water. She's like, oh, this armor is really heavy. We don't care. You know, that seems like a you problem.
It really is. We didn't decide to put the armor on.
Yeah, that's why we're staying and just like only with a bandage on. But now I'm also going to do another cool trick where I go right up here, press the punch card at the same time as pressing enter, and that's going to have this text show up. Bryan and I are both going to move, and as soon as he catches back up to me, we'll start moving. We just completely skip Alphys. Yeah, we do not talk to Alphys at all, which is... Sorry about that, Alphys.
It's a necessary sacrifice to not speak with her.
It is what it is. It happens. Oh yeah, also this time we're going to kill the Vulcan. So, you know, sorry about that. But we need that XP because that's going to help us with our final battle, where of course we're going to have to take out the final boss. But now, like I said, the punch card is about to make this speedrun crazy. Like right here, I can use the punch card right before I get onto this thing, then I hold down and to the left. It gets me out of the map. And we're also about to see a plane right here. Shout out to Tsundere plane. All right, and Bryan, we got to time this, all right? Here we go. Oh, hold up, Bryan, go. Let's go, beautiful.
Amazing timing. Couldn't have done it better.
Yeah, look at all of these time saves that having 2 people is allowing.
Yeah, kids, you don't understand. I had to stand by the door and then move.
Grandpa, what are you talking? Please go back on your meds, Grandpa.
You kids don't get it. You don't get it at all.
Oh yeah, by the way, we went down to 1 HP, so we wouldn't have to worry about all these lights anymore. And it disables all the lights for a while, so that's going to come in useful. And now I have to do another punch card glitch where I go right up here. And I'm going to press right, get into my menu, and wait. And I have to time this really well with it going upwards. Then if I hold up, skip through the punch card, we just skip all of the extra puzzles that we would normally have to do. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, also here's another part where there is usually a skip that we can do to completely skip the entire cooking section. But unfortunately, I did try it once and it completely broke my game. So yeah, we're just gonna have to do the cooking show like normal. And that means we're about to get sawed. So, you know.
Hey, bro. Watch out.
Oh, never mind. Shout out to Alphys saving our lives.
He moved like 2 feet, not even. It was like, oh, he got stopped. It wasn't close.
But now we get this section where we gotta hope that Bryan is able to play well.
This is my least favorite part of the game. I think I can completely say that with complete certainty.
This part is awesome. You get to go on a jetpack. It's like Jetpack Joyride. You ever play that?
Yeah, Jetpack Joyride if it was impossible.
And also not like Jetpack Joyride at all, to be completely honest. But anyways, we have to dodge all of these different condiments, which they're pretty scary. I mean, he's throwing eggs, some flour.
Oh, those are eggs?
I think they are. Bryan, stop getting hit.
I can't. I literally can't stop. I'm trying to follow you, and I just can't do it.
All right, here, I'll tell you my positions. You're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left,
okay.
left
Okay.
To the quarter.
No,
8, 2, 7. Half turn, 97.
What are you saying?
4.
There's only 2 dimensions.
Bryan, all right. Oh, so I see. You're just not thinking in the 3-dimensional space.
Those are definitely not eggs. You can't tell me those are eggs.
I think those are eggs.
They're square. They're not eggs.
Oh, hey, we made it. Yeah, also this minigame is not hard at all, so I don't think you can lose it. But yeah, we made it to the end, and now we just get to fly down with our jetpacks, talk to Alphys again. Alphys, please stop calling us. We do not want to talk to you.
And that would be a speedrun strat if you could just break your phone.
That would also be kind of messed up. How are we supposed to call Sans for some nice puns if we don't have our phone?
Does Sans ever actually call us?
If you have a specific RNG value, he will call you and do a prank call on you.
No way. Oh, there he is!
Oh, shout out. Also, did you see that Vulcan? Remember when we killed a Vulcan? Good times.
Wow. Why'd you have to bring that up? Also, we're at 1 health. That's a little bit alarming.
Nah, not really. Because what we're going to do is also go ahead and get this stained apron, which will come in handy later. Oh yeah, and also we just get a save point in a second. But yeah, I'm going to do this puzzle by myself because I don't trust Bryan. No offense, Bryan.
At this point, I'm used to not being used.
All right, Bryan, you're used plenty. Like right here, where we're going to do this cool thing where Bryan hits the button for me. Look at that strategy. Yeah. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah, that saved like what, 10 seconds?
I mean, technically you can do it just with the punch cards, so it doesn't really save any time.
Why would you say that? Just
all right,
say...
time for another skip. Another skip. Oh, Bryan, you almost just caused those guys to show up. Okay, I'm going to punch card my way over here so we can skip the 2 guards. The guards are awesome. I love the guards, but unfortunately, we're just going to completely skip their fight. Bryan's going to get taken back with them, though. They were taking Bryan away. I just left them.
They roughed me up and then just let me go.
And now we have the MTT news thing, which I think this is another part which we can't actually skip, and that's why I didn't do it.
Why would you want to skip that? It's a pretty cool part.
Yeah, no, we get bombs. So Bryan's gonna stay by this dog and hang out with the dog. Well, I'm gonna go for all the other stuff. We can defuse the dog bomb. It's just kind of chilling there. And Bryan's gonna line himself up in a very specific place, so later the extremely agile glass of water is gonna go right to him. But for now, I'm just gonna go around. We're going for this book next. Oh, beautiful hit by me, if I do say so myself. And then I defuse the bomb too.
Boom. Actually, no boom.
Why no boom?
It's the bomb, so you defused it, so there's no boom.
Oh, you know, you're a pretty smart one, Bryan. You're a pretty smart one.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I gotta play basketball.
Yeah, gotta.
Boom.
I never really noticed, but it was kind of looking like a dribbling ball. Do you think that's what they were going for that?
No, that's too far-fetched. Come on.
All right, yeah, you're right. Anyways, we deactivated all the bombs, and Mettaton is like, haha, I lied. I'm not actually gonna let you go. But then Alphys is like, oh, but you should. And then Mettaton's like, all right, bye. And that's the lore.
Just that simple?
Yeah, it's just that simple. It's going to be very easy to explain to your grandchildren.
Kids, and then they just started talking, and the whole thing was okay.
we didn't even listen to their talking. Not sure what they said, but don't worry about it, kids.
The whole game, they're just mumbling and mumbling. I didn't get a word in. I didn't understand a single word they were saying.
Like, Grandpa, then why are you telling us this story? You've been mumbling this entire time.
No, kids, that's just rude. Don't be rude to your elders. I literally ran through this entire game.
But now, speaking of running through the entire game, we're not going to be running because we're hopping. So that wasn't really a good joke, or was it a joke at all? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to use the punch card to go through right here, and I messed that up. I was holding up. Bryan, go back. Bryan, you got to go back. Okay, thank you.
I wasn't ready. I'm not ready for you to mess up.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to hold up there. I'm supposed to hold up later. But basically, what I want to do is use another punch card glitch to get through there. This also has to be frame perfect mashing, by the way. If you mess up getting the punch card away, it just won't work. But I got it twice right there. We can go straight over to the door, and now it's time for the Muffet fight. But let's be honest, did you really think we were actually going to fight Muffet? Because no, we're doing the same old thing where we just punch card and just completely ignore Muffet. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry if you're a big Muffet fan.
Muffet does have one of the greatest songs in the game, but we're just gonna skip completely past it. And speaking of the greatest songs in the game, we're also gonna skip another one because normally there is a Mettaton play right here, but I'm gonna use the punch card so I can skip. And then, oh, I almost messed that up. That was almost really embarrassing, but there we go. We made it through. So yeah, that just skipped like, I think around 5 minutes of the game, maybe less, you know, if you get the spider donut for Muffet, but a good amount of the game we just skipped. And after this, what we're gonna do is come up to this like alien section. those probably aren't aliens, but we have to go up there and then come back down. Because the thing about the skips we just did is they actually kind of broke our game and made it so that we can't open our menus. So to be able to open our menus again, we have to go all the way back to left floor 1, and we have to completely leave the Hotland. And by doing that, it's going to allow us to use the menus again. So we're kind of just walking by. We see our boy. He's kind of just chilling. And Bryan, remember, dude, Bryan, there we go.
How was I supposed to know?
You're supposed to remember, Bryan.
I can't remember. It's too much.
Right there, we were holding opposite directions, so we're just going through the same thing over and over again.
There have been a few times where we've created an infinite loop and we just never got out of it.
Who wouldn't want to spend an infinite loop with this guy? Yeah, are you going to say thank you?
No, because that seems a little bit tongue-in-cheek to me.
That hurts my feelings. All right, I'm just going to do some more punch card skips without you, you know? Maybe I was considering maybe letting you have one of these, but no, I'm gonna take them all.
Oh, stop it. You would not trust me with a punch card skip.
Yeah, probably not, to be honest. But anyways, I'm gonna use it right here. We're gonna skip past these guys, which is normally a fight you have to do. We'll go right through here as well, which, oh no, Bryan, you were supposed to move. I forgot about that. And then Bryan, you were supposed to move on the orange. I feel like half of this commentary is Bryan, you're supposed to move, and half of it is Bryan, you're not supposed to move.
Yeah, and then I always do the opposite of whichever one you are about to tell me.
Oh, and here's another cool skip, which I actually don't know if we can do. I've never actually tried this one before. So I'm going to try it right here, see if we can punch card it. And all right, I got to cut that. Okay, yeah, that one doesn't work. Okay, I think that's because it's 2-player or I'm just bad. One of those two. But luckily, there's a backup skip you can do here where Bryan has to stop right there. I go forward a little bit with the punch card, and I think it's about right there. We get the ringing tone, and we don't have to worry about all these lasers that would normally turn back on.
Oh, it's an ice cube.
Yeah, shout out to the ice cube that's been going through the entire map. And shout out to this puzzle, which before I'm actually going to put on the burnt pan, as well as the stained apron. Those are going to be useful for the final fight. And then after this, I just have to do this one sequence of events, which I wrote down because I'm a dirty cheater.
Wow.
And then Bryan will just go to the right. Look at that time save. By the way, writing that down isn't actually cheating, just to be clear.
Okay, good. Glad you cleared that up because I was about to...
Yeah, Bryan was going to come down on me with the law. It was going to be bad.
The law? Wow. Didn't know I had that authority.
Yeah, no, you were going to actually sue me. Oh, I just messed up and didn't flee. I
Oh, so it isn't as easy as it looks.
You know, Bryan.
And then look at me coming to the rescue.
You know, Bryan, I really don't need this attitude right now. It's really hurting my feelings.
Maybe, dude, maybe just a little bit.
But I am going to save here because here's another skip where we're going to skip Mettaton, which is very specific. I have to go inch my way up here. And there we go. See you later, Mettaton. Good to know ya.
Oh, yes. There you are. Oh, there you go.
Also, shout out to Alphys coming back, trying to talk to us. And Alphys is just going to keep trying to talk to us over and over again. But finally, we get to leave. Oh, yeah. Alphys also lets us know, oh, yeah, you're going to have to kill Asgore if you want to make it home. Like, we don't really care. We have no emotional connection with you. We've been speeding through this entire game.
Yeah, all we know her as is just somebody that's just, like, calling us for no reason.
Somebody that I used to know.
Did we ever know her, though?
I mean, I used to know her when I played this casually.
What was that like?
Pretty awesome. Anyways, time for the most boring section of the game. We're gonna just speed through this. I'll show you all the important parts, but we're gonna edit out most of this because it's literally just backstory.
Let's go. It's free time.
All right, here's one spot where we're gonna do something special. Bryan's gonna wait right there, and I'm gonna keep walking forward. Now, in this part, if you've never played the game before, basically monsters tell you this whole backstory about a bunch of stuff that happened. We don't really care about it. So we're just gonna go through right away. Bryan can then stay by the doorway so we skip one of those encounters and save a little time. That's pretty much the only skip we're able to do this entire time though. So yeah, we'll see you when this is done. All right, finally, after like 4.5 minutes of just listening to people talk, it's time to do another skip. This time it's the sand skip. So what I'm gonna do is line myself up in between these two pillars, very carefully use the punch card, try not to mess this up, and I messed it up. All right, this time for sure. I don't even know how I messed it up that time, but we're just gonna slowly go through, use the punch card, and boom, I'm gonna move it away. And now we can move completely free of sands. This guy is just like, wait, where'd you go? And I'm just like, please don't talk to me. I don't talk to strangers. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of that fight. And now it is finally time for Asgore. And for this, we can also skip him. So what I'm gonna do is mess it up. again. Thankfully, these are really quick resets, but as I was saying, what I'm going to do is slowly go through so I don't mess this up, because I don't want to listen to Asgore talk. I'm just going to completely walk past them. See you later, dude. But then he is going to talk to us, tell us all about his visit to the dentist, you know, things like that. And it's finally time to murder a goat.
Finally. We didn't get the murder first one, so we're finally making up for it.
Kids, Uncle Ben, what didn't allow me to kill Toriel?
You don't understand. It would have been a huge time waste, but we needed it. And he wouldn't let me do it.
She gave me the wrong pie. I told her I didn't like cinnamon.
Oh, no, it's a butterscotch, man. It's a butterscotch.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
And
you're so old you forgot what type of pie you even
Oh
like.
my god. I don't remember nothing. Except Toriel. I hate her.
It was nice to meet you. It was not nice to meet you. I didn't even
what?
listen to your dialogue. I have no connection with you, man. Anyways, now it is time for the hardest fight in the game, or at least in the speedrun. I guess not in the game at all. But what we want to do right away is use the pie that we picked up. Come up, Brett, pick the pie. There you go, Brett.
Stop. I couldn't tell where it was.
So we want to pick up the pie, which is going to lower Asgore's defense and raise our offense. Or wait, no. It's going to lower his defense and lower his offense. Yeah, that's what I meant. And one thing, like I was saying, this is the hardest fight in this speedrun, but we are considering doing one with genocide, either 2-player or maybe 4-player if the mod can work that way. So if you do want to see the genocide speedrun, it will actually break my heart because I've never done a genocide playthrough. So we need like, you know, what do we say, Brian? Like 100,000 likes maybe?
Yeah, I just want to do it. I don't think I mean, yeah, let's say 100,000, but let's do it.
Please, you don't have to. You don't have to hit the like button. But you should hit the subscribe button if you've been enjoying the content. I do a lot of speedrunning stuff, so yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Anyway, about the fight we're doing, pretty much the only thing you worry about, Brian, you just died. But anyways,
What was I supposed to do?
The only thing we're going for here is quads. Now, what a quad is when you hit the middle 4 times in a row. So you'll see every time we hit the middle, it gives us a little like orange flash. If you hit it 4 times in a row, it like doubles your damage or something. It does a lot more damage, but it's also really hard to do.
Question is, will we do it even a single time here?
I'm usually able to hit at least like 1 or 2. But I'm not sure anymore, dude. It's a lot of pressure, all right? And I think it's also a little bit harder for Bryan, too, because there's a little bit of delay since he's using the internet and all that. So,
yeah,
you know, we're trying our best. Oh my, I almost got that one. You're kidding me.
All right, now you can't die because I'm about to just be dead this whole game.
Now you're back. You got 17. You have more HP than I do.
For about 1 second, and there I go.
Kids, he kept killing me. I hate this Asgore guy.
You don't understand. You just target me. And I hated it. I hated it so much.
Oh my, we both have 1 HP. Okay, the stained apron just came in clutch. I don't know what that attack was, but the stained apron came in clutch. Oh my gosh, we have barely any HP. Brian, we cannot mess this up.
We're not going to.
Oh, I hit the quad! Let's go! All right, we got a single quad. I'm proud of us.
All right, all you now.
A nice thing about this fight that you might not know is if you have any more than 1 HP, Asgore can't kill you with a single attack. So like if any of these attacks hit me, even though they would normally do more than 2 HP, they won't actually kill me. So that's why the stained apron is so nice, because it will regen your HP every once in a while. But yeah, at this point, I'm just fighting for my life. Brian has 1 HP now. Brian, please, I need you to hit those.
I got this. I'm not gonna.
Brian, you are making this so stressful for me. Please, Asgore, just die. You know you want to. And oh my god, I have 1 HP. Please, Brian, hit this, hit this.
What do you want me to do? I'm trying my best, man.
We got this, we got this. A single last hit should do it. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. That wasn't very much damage, but because he was so low, it's going to finish him off. And now you get the choice. You can either spare the goat or you can kill him. And you know, we're trying to go fast, so I think you know what we're gonna do. Goodbye,
yes.
Goat Dad.
A little bit of genocide's coming out in you.
I wouldn't really call a single kill. Well, I guess that we did 2 kills in this entire run. But now, it might be time for 3, because, yeah, Flowey is back. You finally get it. In this world, it's kill or be killed. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, why'd you crash my game? Yeah, we're gonna reopen the game right away, and there's definitely nothing wrong with this at all.
Dude, I think your game's glitched a little bit.
Yeah, we'll just keep playing. Oh yeah, I forgot we named ourselves Flowey in this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Good for you.
And yeah, here we go. The end. Also, he erased my That was just... Why would you do that?
It was Flowey?
Yeah, it's finally time. Flowey the flower is now slightly bigger. Like, he's also vibrating very angrily. And this is really awkward. Can you stop? It's kind of making me feel uncomfortable.
He's pretty buff. It looks like he's got a new routine or something.
Yeah, he's been working out these past 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Oh, good for him, man. Keep at it. Seeing that kind of results after 1 hour, can you imagine he gets the, like a week? He's also talking right now, but I'm not really paying attention. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like, is he talking to us?
Is he? I've kind of just been ignoring him.
Yeah, I've been just noticing his gains. That's about it.
That's what I was gonna say. I appreciate the gains and all, but like the monologuing, I'm not really following.
You two really are it. Okay, that was just me. I finally decided to read it, and he called us. What the heck?
I thought we were like sharing gym routine. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's so much more buff than I thought he was.
He's swole.
We need to hit the gym with this guy. Oh my gosh.
Look at those gains, and he's so happy about it. Respect, bro.
Yeah, he's got that look of power in him now.
Do you see those forearms and those arms? Like, you see that definition?
Yeah, no, you gotta love it. You can definitely tell that this man has put a lot of work into his stuff, and you gotta salute him for that. Even though he's trying to attack us right now for some reason. But here's the strategy, all right? Bryan's just gonna sit there and slowly die while I actually dodge things. Because Bryan needs to hit the fight button every time it's going to appear. Or die trying. But this fight is actually really easy when you know what's happening. It's pretty much impossible to die unless you do just stand still.
I think it's a pretty tough fight. Let's not be mean.
I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, Bryan, you could probably beat it first try, even without me at this point. I really hope you would after all the times we've played through this game, I'll be honest.
What do you mean? You're saying this isn't our first time? We're not doing it straight through?
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad. Bryan, why'd you die?
You didn't want to help out?
I mean, Bryan, the thing is, are you really going to make as good of gains as Flowey if you're not able to do it on your own, you know?
Okay, maybe we did need to, maybe he's dropping his workout routine and we just weren't paying attention.
Yeah, oh my god. That's why he got so angry at us. He was telling us. That was the text that we were going through and just ignoring. That's
Dude, that
why he
makes
called
sense.
us idiots.
Yeah, and that's why we're not dying. He's not trying to kill us. He's just trying to, like, get our attention.
Yeah, he's like, come on, guys, please. Like, I'm still not reading anything that's showing up on the screen. Maybe eventually.
Yeah, maybe he starts, like, getting, like... If he wants to send us a file of the routine, I might take a look. But, like, right now, just a little busy with some other stuff, you know?
Yeah, just hanging out with the boys. Our hearts colliding. Oh, time for the star ballerina one. You know,
Ow.
just...
Ow.
Ow. You see, kids? They stepped on me multiple times.
You don't understand. We were fighting this flower, and then all of a sudden his shoes came out. Why does the flower have shoes for? He ain't got no feet.
There was also a part of the fight where he started throwing dirty bandages at us.
Oh man, that was disgusting. You could feel them all over your body. They were icky. Let me tell you, they were so icky.
Is that part of his power? Is that why he made so much progress, the dirty bandages? I hope
Oh
not.
gosh.
I really hope not, Bryan. I don't know if I can follow his routine.
You have to commit. You have to do ballet and eat dirty bandages if you want to get buff.
I mean, I'll do the ballet. I'm just not going to eat the dirty bandages.
No, you have to do both.
Oh, no. Also, is it going to be my side? Oh, it never goes to Bryan.
It never. It hates me. One more thing that hates me.
Yeah, it can show up on the right or the left side. It pretty much never shows up on the right. At least when I'm playing with Bryan.
It literally has never shown up on the right.
Wait, Bryan. Oh no, I just came to a terrifying conclusion. What if part of his workout routine is hating on Bryan? So you gotta hate on yourself to become swole.
Done.
Oh, wow, that was a really fast decision.
Look where I'm at right now. I'm literally like burning myself in a pan for funsies.
Yeah, or maybe this is his workout routine that he's giving to us right now. Because, you know, they say no pain, no gain. And then he gives us some, like, he's giving us some pre-workout right now. He's like, all right,
Oh, okay.
have this caffeine, get back up to form. We're going for another set.
Uh-huh. Okay. It all makes sense now. This is his routine.
How did he come up with this?
This is wild. I mean, if you're gonna be looking like that, you gotta be doing some crazy stuff at the gym, let me tell you.
That is true. That's true. Brad, I've noticed that you were very stationary this entire fight.
There's literally nowhere I can go that's gonna change anything.
Oh, but here's a part where you can do something, Bryan. You just have to put yourself in front of the gun directly. Go,
Yeah,
Bryan. Yes, you did it.
Not my favorite part of the routine.
But now you get a bunch of love. Oh, also, right here is going to be another important part. As soon as these souls start showing up, I'm going to quit out of the game and go back into it. And that's because normally we would have to go through this whole thing where all the human souls are like, oh, take our dirty bandages and stuff. But we don't really care about that. We're just going to skip right past that and go to the next fight part. Oh, no. Oh, I just got a dirty bandage on my face, Bryan. Oh.
Ew, it's so sticky still. How?
Oh. At least some of these things aren't that bad. So yeah, as you can see, there's going to be a bunch of health that comes raining from the sky. But you know, sometimes they're like a music note. That's pretty cool. Hope. It tells us hope.
Literal hope.
In my idea, it's like, you know, a piece of paper that just like says hope on it. It's like saying hope, yes or no.
It's like, psst, hey kid, you want some hope? Oh my gosh, we are going blow for blow with him now.
Yeah, Bryan also gets to have his fun time of sitting there. And I actually don't know if you can die in this part, legitimately. Because all this stuff just starts raining down. Maybe if you dodge all the hope and the dirty bandages by yourself. But, I mean, I don't know if this is possible to die at. Oh, hey, look, a thumbs up. That was pretty cool.
You just ate somebody's thumb. How do you feel?
Well, no, I'm picturing it's more like you're at the gym and then you see one of your gym bros and you're like, hey, yo, thumbs up. And he looks at you with a scowl and he's like, I hate that guy. But then he gives you like a very tentative thumbs up where he's like, I don't really want to, but you know, he still will. And it gives you a little bit of energy, you know? Oh yeah, we also killed him. So
nice.
That was pretty cool.
So we won. Okay, well.
Yeah, that was, oh no, he troll faced us. Oh, he called us idiots again too.
Oh my gosh,
Why
man.
did he keep calling us idiot? He said your gains are not good enough yet.
Just when we thought we were done at the gym, after a grueling 1 hour sesh, he's pulling us back in. This guy's an animal.
At least we now get to have fun with just colliding with all these beans over and over again.
The friendship pellets. They taste so yummy.
You called for help, but nobody came. Nobody wanted to spot me. Oh, we got through. Oh yeah, also this is my favorite part of the game. You get to get chewed by him. Bryan, get in his mouth.
I'm trying. It's difficult to time it right.
There we go.
Okay,
now
okay,
we're both in his mouth. Take it out. Getting chewed on. And then all the souls have to ruin it. Of course.
Yeah, we're having a good time. Oh, it's a rave!
It's a rave! Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you dancing in your chair right now, Bryan?
At the end of it all, we had a rave of a flower, and it was awesome.
And then we killed the flower.
What?
Yeah, we have to add to our kill count, Bryan. You know, we were talking about this genocide thing. I finally decided to do it. And as soon as he's going to talk, I'm going to quit out of the game and then go back into it again. Yeah, normally he's going to go on this whole long rant. I don't really care. We're going to go straight back over here and end off time as soon as we see the Undertale Together title screen. And there we go. 1:12:34.
Boom, baby. That's how you do it. That's got to be, what, the best time possibly ever?
Yeah, the best time ever. And that's going to put us at 30th place on the Undertale leaderboard. Well, if this was a one-player speedrun, obviously it was 2 players.
Which I think makes it actually more impressive.
Yeah, this is technically a world record. Let's go!
Woo! Nobody ever done better than us!
All right, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.
Bye.